Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we have some scary things to talk about. We've been talking about Ripple and XRP and the vast majority of crypto currency projects out there for a while now. Some of the highlighted topics on this channel has always been around utility, CBDCs, scary things happening around finance and ultimately around these central bankers. And today I want to go over a lot of things that I've been seeing over on Twitter, and what it really kind of relies back to is the thing that we've been trying to avoid for so long, but ultimately is most likely inevitable. So we are going to be talking about it. We're going to be addressing it. And I figured why not start off with this announcement that happened yesterday. So we do see OpenAI. So the creator of OpenAI, Sam Altman, raises $115 million for this Worldcoin crypto project. So this was pretty interesting. I looked into it, and ultimately what this does is it uses a device to scan irises to confirm their identity, after which they are given the tokens for free. It's pretty interesting, obviously, but when you think about it, it's also right out of a dystopian film. Check this announcement out from Worldcoin themselves, and when you see a brief look inside the orb, look at how wild this looks. This, to me, is insane. And it's right on par with the idea of implantable technology and the technology that we've been hearing about from the World Economic Forum for so long. And a lot of these individuals like Sam Altman are actually a part of that sort of agenda. What do you see down here? The orb is a custom biometric imaging device developed by TFH Technology for the Worldcoin project. It uses iris biometrics to verify a person's humanness and uniqueness in a way that that's secure and privacy preserving. We do see down here underneath the shell, the orb consists of two hemispheres separated by a main board with a powerful computing unit to enable local processing for max privacy. The front half is dedicated to the sealed optical system. The back half is dedicated to the cooling system and speakers. And here you guys have the full view of that. Down here, the orb's main imaging system consists of a telephoto lens and 2D gimbal mirror system, a global shutter camera sensor, and an optical filter. The movable mirror increases the field of view by 2 orders of magnitude, and image capturing is controlled by several neural networks. The custom telephoto lens has coated glass to optimize image capture in the near-infrared spectrum. An integrated liquid lens allows for millisecond autofocus controlled by a neural network to optimize focus. The shutter sensor is synced with pulsed illumination to avoid blur. Then we do see down here, they're talking about the orb's custom battery is made of Li-ion 18650 cells, the same cells used in many electric cars, with close to 1,000 watts per hour. The capacity is optimized for battery lifetime while complying with transportation regulations. A USB-C connector makes recharging convenient. I don't know. I mean, to me, as we do look at this, it sounds great on paper, but we know that this is something right out of a dystopian film. And honestly, I would not trust something like this. I just wouldn't. I have cold storage crypto devices. We recently heard the debacle with Ledger. I still hold my Ledger. I still utilize my Ledger because, again, a lot of the stuff that we've seen around it seems as though it's an opt-in, opt-out service. I also have my DCENT wallet. I've been looking into other cold storage devices to spread my crypto around, but something like this, I just don't trust. I don't trust it at all. And it's right on par, like I said, with the technology that we are seeing being developed by some of the larger individuals around the space and even outside of the space that a lot of people put a lot of trust behind. One of those individuals are Elon Musk. Elon Musk, to me, has always been this sort of, he's been portrayed as this white knight for the retail sector. Oh, he's a billionaire doing good by the people. We've always heard this idea, right? To me personally, as we do look at what just recently happened and what was recently announced from Elon Musk around Neuralink, this has been a company I've been following since going all the way back to I want to say 2015, 2016, maybe even beforehand. Well, now we did see breaking. The FDA approves Neuralink to launch its first in-human clinical study. Neuralink, an innovative brain chip devised by Elon Musk, holds the potential to empower individuals suffering from paralysis, enabling them to reclaim their independence by exerting control over computers and mobile devices. Furthermore, Neuralink harbors the promise of completely revolutionizing our modes of communication, web browsing, movie viewing, etc. to make it easier, faster, and a lot more convenient. The realm of artificial intelligence has witnessed an extraordinary surge in technological advancement recently and is gradually but definitely reshaping various different industries. With AI rapidly becoming more intelligent and Neuralink fast approaching, who's ready for the new era of technology? This is absolutely insane. This is exactly what I believe we should be avoiding. You know, a lot of people look at this and they think it's a great thing. Like I even said over here, like on Twitter, I quoted it because what I seen was the perfect idea of why this will become a big thing. I said, this is absolutely wild. To even think about getting a chip implanted into your brain to gain an upper hand over others is crazy. Most people will do this though because it's easier than putting in any time and effort. This caters to those that follow anything, aka the sheep. And basically what I meant by this is, like, this is going to give you superior thinking power. It has AI, behind it. So, ultimately, yeah, it's going to make you think a lot clearer. It's going to make you, become a lot more efficient. For those out there that have ever seen like movies around, AI technology, or, think about it like this. Think about Limitless, right? There's a movie where a guy is taking a pill to do, better work and become more efficient and ultimately become successful. Like, people will do the easy way out every single time because they don't want to actually put in the time and effort. It's called laziness. But this is something that pertains to this generation because this generation, well, I even said it over on Twitter as well. Like, a lot of people do not want to put any time and effort in. Those that do, well, you reap the rewards. But now, what about something like this? And what do you see here from Olu over on Twitter? Read caption, take notes. Here we have, most people will reject the idea of ever implanting a chip into their brain, but we will have a steroids in baseball situation. Those who get chipped will have such an unfair economic advantage that others will feel they have no choice but to follow. Dystopian times ahead. Like, this is wild. Like, think about that. Like, people are now comparing this to essentially steroids being utilized within sports to gain this upper hand. I'm sorry, but this is something that I can't even wrap my head around, literally. And I just think that this is crazy. I think that this is absolutely crazy. And this is going to continue to be a trend. And I think that, Elon Musk pushing this, like, the general public loves Elon Musk from what we've seen. They will follow him blindly into, things like Dogecoin and, whatever else. So as we do look at this, yeah, I think that there's going to be a lot of people that follow this. But I think that those that actually want to preserve their overall self, you need to reject this. And you probably remember this. So this was with Ripple. Remember, this goes all the way back to 2018. This is when we first started to see this major talk about microchips and things like that. BiChip. Announcement. BiChip microchip implant is now implementing Ripple payment systems in the product. This means that the microchip owners will not be needing to connect their microchip to their bank accounts anymore. This is wild. Check this out. This is still a company that is doing a lot of updates and they're still moving very fast, and they are working with Neuralink. And we even do see like Drew Barrymore reviews using microchip implants to make payments, utilizing celebrities to push these ideas and these products. Like, it's wild. It's like, look at this. Like, it's a chip in the hand. I mean, I'm not here to talk about religion or anything like that, but again, this seems very, very dark. But if we go over to BiChip's website, we could look at this. We could see it. They want to implant it into your hand. You're going to be able to have your passport, your ID, your payments, all of that in the palm of your hand. How great does that sound? It sounds incredible. Let's go out and do this. You can have your keys to your car, your house. Everything is in the palm of your hand. Isn't that amazing? This is insane. And it's right on par with what the World Economic Forum wants to do and what they've been planning for, so long now. Going back to December 15th, actually, of last year, we did see, are brain implants the future of computing? Imagine brain implants that let you control devices by thought alone or let computers read your mind. It's early days, but research into this technology is well underway. Film supported by this individual here as well. What would you see? Are brain implants the future of computing? Headsets are changing how brains interact with the virtual world. What is a brain-computer interface? What's holding this technology back? Like, this is wild to me. And we even do see them like talking more and more about this. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this one down in the description below. But it seems as though it's right on par with what the World Economic Forum has been pushing for so long. This goes all the way back to August of 2017. Like I said, this has been a big thing for so long. I remember Neuralink, when I first read it, I was just like, wow, we are headed for dark times. And we do see unequal opportunities, microchip implants, and other top stories of the week. And, again, like we were seeing a lot of discussions around these implantable technologies. Like here we have, try and implant a chip. When your mobile phone isn't mobile enough, try and implant a chip. Like, look at this. Like, this is, I don't know if this is going to load. I know a few of these. So actually, no, it did load. So these workers have got a microchip implanted in their hand from their employer. Like, they're trying to, like, look at this thing. This is exactly right on par with what BioChip has been doing. Like, I don't know. This, to me, is just wild. And I remember even around COVID as well, they were trying to do, implantable chips as well. I mean, I don't know. When we really kind of look at a lot of this stuff, I mean, I can't help but think dystopian. I can't help but think sci-fi movies and what happened in those sci-fi movies. Like, let me know what you guys think about this down in the description below. But I think that it's right on par with CBDCs. Crypto Area actually posted this video from Peter. You guys know me, I love Peter's content. We do see the central bank digital currency is highly likely to become the most emotionally charged topic among the multitude of issues we are currently facing. Blueprint for forcing CBDC. Listen closely to this.
Governments worldwide are pushing totalitarian CBDCs that voters hate, yet they keep pushing. So what is coming next? I have a new article coming out next week on CBDC, specifically on a Republican bill that would actually greenlight a CBDC using government contractors. So I want to take a moment to consider some of these CBDCs that already exist as a cautionary tale. First, what is a CBDC? It is a crypto token that replaces the national currency, say the US dollar, with a government-run tracking ledger that lets bureaucrats surveil, control, and mandate every dollar you spend. They could prevent you from buying the wrong thing, whether it's raw milk or gas stoves or self-defense. They could stop you from donating to the wrong person, like we saw with the Canadian truckers. They could even force you to buy whatever a government bureaucrat tells you to. On top of the Soviet-style surveillance state, a CBDC is also an existential threat to the banking system, to the US dollars, and it would give central planners push-button control over every element of your life. Now, as you'd expect, CBDCs are astoundingly unpopular across political party. Polls in the US regularly show about 80 to 90% opposition. Yet governments keep pushing them, presumably because surveillance and central planning are simply too delicious to walk away from, while lobbyist dollars are just as tasty. Worldwide, so far, there have been two major implementations of a CBDC. The first was China, which has never met a totalitarian technology it does not love. The second was Nigeria. In 2021, the Nigerian government pushed out its CBDC, the e-Naira. Almost nobody used it. Uptake was about 0.5%, which is pretty rough in a population that is among the most crypto savvy in the world. So over a third of Nigerians own Bitcoin and over half use crypto. So it's not the technology. Nigerians just really hate CBDCs. Given this pathetic showing, the Nigerian government then turned to hardball. First, they mandated discounts for paying in CBDCs. Then they redesigned the physical currency to flush out informal cash. Finally, they went nuclear, limiting cash withdrawals from ATMs to $40 per day to force people into the CBDC and to achieve a, quote, 100% cashless economy. Now, the informal cash-based economy in Nigeria is an enormous share of output. It's life or death for Nigeria's 200 million people because it's the only part outside government control, meaning it's the only part of Nigeria's economy that actually works. This meant that the cash limits led to complete chaos. People could not buy groceries, stores could not stock their shelves, gas stations ran out of fuel in the largest oil-producing country in Africa. Nigeria was rocked by widespread riots, including burning down banks and even central bank branches. By the way, the American-backed contractor who built Nigeria's CBDC was asked about the cash limits and the riots they caused. He praised the restrictions as a, quote, creative option that he expects to happen in other countries that impose CBDCs, making Nigeria a cautionary tale. So as much as people worldwide hate CBDCs, governments worldwide love them. Between the totalitarian surveillance, the control, and the godlike central planning of a CBDC, they will not stop until voters make them stop. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.
So yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we have been warning for a very long time now. Even this video going back to November of 2022, and this is an older video. This is from Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum. Again, this is like the World Economic Forum is behind a lot of the agenda that we are seeing today. Although a lot of people don't believe, in what the World Economic Forum is pushing, they are behind almost all of this. And when you see what the fourth industrial revolution will lead to is a fusion of our physical, our digital, and our biological identities. And we are seeing this through these implantable chip technologies. And I think that the Neuralink move really solidifies this.
It's at the end, what the fourth industrial revolution will lead to is a fusion of our physical, our digital, and our biological identities. So that's the first.
So yeah, I mean, this is something that's happening, and even over here, like this is Klaus Schwab speaking in 2016, founder of the World Economic Forum. But you see, reels off all the ways in which his unelected organization is shaping your future without your say or your consent. If I look at the future, the World Economic Forum's role in the global governance system, we will concentrate much more on systems designed for the future. So we have defined 15 key systems for the world, for example, shaping the future of digital industries, shaping the future of the financial monetary system, shaping the future of the health system, shaping the future of education, and I could go on and on. This is a big deal. And you know what's crazy about all of this? This is leading to the fourth industrial revolution. When you look at the fourth industrial revolution, this includes literally everything. We're talking about global health, the Internet of Things that we've talked about in the past. I mean, this goes all the way into 5G, the internet governance, artificial intelligence, human rights, migration. I mean, this is every aspect of life summed up into one thing that is going to allow for merging of our physical, our digital, and our biological worlds into one. Let me ask you all out there, does this sound like something that's normal? Does this sound like something out of a dystopian film? Does this sound to you as a good thing? To me, it seems as though we are headed into, some dark, mysterious world led by individuals like Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum itself. And a lot of it is centered out on individuals that everyone loves, like, for example, Elon Musk, because Elon Musk, has a direct connection to everyone out there. I remember when, he took over Twitter, everyone thought, oh, Twitter's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be awesome, blah, blah, blah. It's called catering to the retail sector so that the retail sector follows. And guess what? We've seen a lot of individuals follow this guy. I said it many times in the past. This is a billionaire. He does not care about you. He does not care about me. He cares about himself. I don't care what anyone says about this sort of situation. As we do look at these implantable technologies, could they have great benefits? Sure. But are they also very bad and, in my opinion, look very sinister, considering the fact that we've seen dystopian films designed directly around this topic? 100%. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on for more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.